Have you noticed that as you've aged, your energy levels tanked, it's harder to lose weight, and your cravings are out of control? Getting a good night's sleep is more of a struggle, and all of these things are making you extra cranky. Guilty. The good news is all of these symptoms can be eased by managing your blood sugar. And before you swipe, this isn't just for diabetics. This is especially important for women as we hit that menopausal years, because it affects your energy, your fat loss, and regulating those crazy hormones. In today's video, I'm going to show you some simple shifts to manage your blood sugar so you can start alleviating some of these symptoms. My name is Jenny Waters, and I am a certified nutrition coach for empty nest moms just like you. I help you make simple shifts to go from feeling frustrated and defeated by your body to feeling energetic and more like yourself again. Let's dive into how to manage your blood sugar. And don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to give up sugar. It's important to understand that if your blood sugar is consistently high, your body doesn't use insulin effectively, and it's a lot harder to lose weight. Now, your blood sugar is basically glucose in your bloodstream, and glucose is what your body uses for energy. Can't be a bad thing, but the more your blood sugar spikes, the faster we age. So your body knows this and is trying to get that glucose out of your blood as fast as it can. So it first deposits it in the liver, and then in your muscles, and then finally as fat. So that extra layer of fat that you're getting as we age is actually your body doing its job and protecting you. Makes you think a little bit differently about it, doesn't it? So we have to learn to do our part in fueling our body differently to manage those glucose spikes. Now, the first tip is something you probably know but aren't doing, and that's strength training to build muscle. When you strength train, your muscles really demand energy in the form of glucose, so that lowers that blood sugar spike. Strength training also helps you become more sensitive to insulin, so you don't need as much to bring down that blood sugar. And I probably don't have to tell you this, but as we transition to menopause, a lot of our muscle is turning to fat unless we fight to keep it. And just having that excess fat elevates your blood sugar and makes you more resistant to insulin. Build that muscle to get strong. Don't worry about working out to get skinny. And bonus tip, after you eat, about 20 minutes to an hour later, move your body. Go for a walk, use some strength training in there. Get your muscles demanding some of that glucose so your blood sugar spike is lessened. For those of you in my Fueled for Fun membership, you can find all of this information in phase 2. Now you're gonna love the next tip because I'm gonna show you how you have your cake and eat it too. I don't know about you, but I don't like a diet that never allows you sweets or even carbs for that matter. So if you do want a cookie or a cupcake, eat it as dessert after you've satisfied your hunger with vegetables, proteins, and healthy fats. Then enjoy the dessert. Your blood sugar isn't going to spike as high if you go first with the vegetables, proteins, and fats. And you won't eat as much because you're already satisfied that hunger. And that leads into don't eat naked carbs. And what I mean by that is don't eat carbs or sweets by themselves. Always add a protein or fat to it. When you're enjoying dessert after a meal, make sure it's worth it. Take a bite and savor it. Does it live up to the hype, or have you had enough? Be calm and in control, and you're going to manage that blood sugar and get that scale moving in the right direction. Tell me in the comments what guilty pleasure is worth it to you. My final tip might seem counterintuitive to the way we were raised. We grew up with breakfast of cereal, muffins, waffles, pancakes. We were told breakfast was the most important meal of the day. But unfortunately, that was a slogan to sell more cornflakes. You're better off the first calories of the day coming from protein, fat, and vegetables. Just think, you've had nothing all night and you wake up in the morning. Your tank is empty. If the first thing you put in it is carbs and sugar, your blood sugar is going to overreact and spike higher. So you want to have proteins and fats first. Have a savory breakfast instead of a sweet one. Think of your breakfast as close to keto. If you can, don't deny your carbs. Delay your carbs to the next meal of the day to lower that initial blood sugar spike. I remember growing up eating Eggo waffles for breakfast and then really starving, waiting for lunchtime to come. Because back in our day, we didn't get to have snacks. So when you start with proteins and fats and more savory breakfast, you're gonna notice that your hunger is satisfied for longer. And so you're not gonna need that mid-morning snack or have that mid-morning crash, because the higher your blood sugar spikes, the harder it crashes. Those blood sugar crashes are responsible for our lower energy levels, for our cravings for carbs amping up, and for holding on to that fat. So managing your blood sugar means managing the rest of your symptoms. Now that you understand about blood sugar, but you're still not quite sure what to eat, I've created a meal prep plan for you that will show you what to eat for breakfast, snacks, and lunch and dinner. And find the link below. I hope you know now that you can still enjoy carbs and minimize the impact they have on your blood sugar. Now, if you're still struggling to have more energy, you might want to check out this next video where I give you some tips on how to boost that energy and feel like yourself again.